Welcome back to Jesters of Ravenloft, where a group of comedians try to escape the horrors of the mists. The troupe managed to survive the blast from the squire's gems. Shadow Rogue received a Lifewell tattoo from the mist. Adam congratulated Hazel on taking a life and encouraged her to keep doing evil things. Tyler overheard their conversation and confronted Adam about having not reformed his evil ways. And he, Dell, and Shadow Rogue got sick of Adam's behavior and started making their way up the ziggurat. The three of them reached the top, only to find disturbing imagery of bloody sacrifices and murder, which seemed to portend what lies ahead. But will they be facing the horrors alone, or will Adam stop being selfish and help them? I doubt it.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Jesters of Ravenloft. We've got the whole gang back here together, very excited to play for you. And most importantly, it's Laura's birthday. You can't see her, but she's here running this whole screen.
Yay!
Happy birthday, Laura.
Yep, and Laura's request, because we can't give her anything in-game because she's not in-game, is that we all sing her happy birthday. And that's becoming a weekly thing that I'm sure is dipping our viewership right up front.
That's right.
We have a
history with that podcast poison, baby.
Yeah, we have a history of Tyler counting us in, and then none of us respecting the way he counts. So take it away,
Tyler.
Tyler.
Very excited.
All right. This lack of respect can go both ways. Case in point. And a 1, and a 2, and a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Happy birthday.
Happy
birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you so much. Also, I'm so
Perfect
sorry, Chad. I tried to monitor the audio levels. It was a lot, though. Okay, thanks. Bye.
Off to eat birthday cake.
Yep, off to eat birthday cake for Laura. And, oh, hello, Bobby the Raccoon. Welcome. Before we dive in today, I will try to give a quick recap. We're hitting the point where it's been like 16 episodes or something, so these are going to get weirder and probably shorter as there's a lot to cover. But previously on Jesters of Ravenloft, 4 comedians were performing at the Edinburgh Fringe Festival before they were sucked through mist into the world of Ravenloft, a spooky realm where they ended up inside Happy Town, a place where monsters attack at night, but everybody's happy all the time, except our 4 heroes who were summoned here by a voice. Ezra, the god of the mists, who was talking to Tyler through a laurel crown. They had to set off and defeat 3 different big spooky monsters to collect 3 items that would give them the power to defeat the Dark Lord and then make their way back to Earth, or so they hoped. Ezra was kind of vague about that part. The first one that they went to battle was the Black Knight, where upon defeating the Black Knight, Adam was possessed by a symbiote, who he named Shadow Master, that began to slowly corrupt him, though Adam did most of the corrupting, even though he's convinced everyone else, including Shadow Master, that that wasn't true. Guy unfortunately died and was reborn with glowing death hands and feet, forgot all of his memories, and is slowly regaining them over time. He's also had Ezra kidnap him for a little bit to show him a puppet show of his own life, which gave him some things very correctly and some things very incorrectly. When they made it back to town, they were kidnapped by the Dark Lord, who was sick of them messing with his monsters, and trapped in the caves with the Skinless, a bunch of people who didn't have skin, who were accidentally in an evil pyramid scheme to take skin away from other people, and then just keep collecting skin that was getting eaten by 2 demons. Our heroes killed those demons, but unfortunately, Adam used the mayor of town, Werner Herzog, no one knows why he was there, he just was, as a human shield, and he died. Along with the squires, the Black Knight had squires. Adam claimed to be the Black Knight. One squire trusted him. Adam got him boiled to death. Then Adam found another squire. He was busy eating people's brains because the symbiote wanted him to. He also could just make them waste time, but that wasn't really his win. He was determined that he could float and have flying swords, just like the Black Knight, which didn't work. And then he picked a fight with a symbiote because he decided he didn't want it if he couldn't have exactly things on his own terms. Then Shadow Rogue was zipped away to get some memories. Kat Letwin, another comedian friend of the gang, joined in Ravenloft in the Nightmare Realm for a little bit. They befriended some lizard folk. Adam got drunk, decided that he was truly evil now, calling himself a bad, bad man. and took the name Shadow Nemesis as his new thing, along with the daughter of one of his murder victims named Hazel Nutter, who Adam got drunk and called Jimmy. Jimmy Hazel now thinks Adam is her temporary dad. Everyone tried to convince her not to do that, except Dell, who just stayed out of it. It didn't work. She has sided with Adam no matter what, and he found a second squire that he has named Omega Sergeant and then convinced was a wizard, so it is now the Great Wizard Omega Sergeant. They are an evil team looking to take over the ziggurat and beat the lizard folk for their own power, while our heroes are ahead, quite unhappily, determined to try to do the right thing. They found a path that took them up, and through some time warping, creepy, Elder Cthulhu-style shenanigans, they've made it to the top of the ziggurat already, escaping traps because the mist provided, and are now on their way inside with Adam and his quote-unquote children about 10 minutes behind down the ziggurat.
Jeez.
That leads us into today's session. Does anybody have any questions?
Oh,
No,
I don't
no.
think so.
10 minutes, huh?
Yep. That's a long
Yeah.
time in combat. So
Yeah.
hopefully it doesn't come to that.
Yeah. All right. Well, see you next episode. Oh, shit.
Well, that depends on if they go without you. These are all the decisions they have to make. They've reached the opening of the dark path into the temple, and we'll see what happens once we start off. But before we do that, a quick subscriber, follower, watch with Tyler.
Hello, everyone. It's subscriber, follower, watch with Tyler Hewitt. I am Tyler Hewitt. Hot off the presses, I'm getting a feed here. We've got a new subscriber in the form of Ratty Rat 21. Thank you so much for the subscription, Ratty. We've got some gifted subs. Mama Strange gifting a sub. Shilzari gifting subs. Thank you both. We've got some bits being provided by Shilzari and Mama Strange. In addition to that, Atomic Lad has donated some bits to the stream. Thank you all so much.
Uh, Nice.
And that's all I have for us right now.
Yeah.
Fabulous. We love you, chat. We're all going to hide chat for ourselves while we record, because otherwise
Yes.
it gets too tricksy. But
Yes. Goodbye, chat.
we will see you all again during ad breaks, and then in between the two episodes we record tonight. But it is time for all of us to journey into Ravenloft. Shadow Rogue, Tyler, and Dell, you've all reached the top of the ziggurat, and the dark path into the temple at its peak stands before you. It is worth noting, though, that Adam and his two minions, I guess Shadow Nemesis, now Adam is dead, all hail
Yeah.
Shadow Nemesis. Shadow Nemesis and his two children are a ways down the ziggurat behind you. Do you want to wait, or are you moving forwards? There is no judgment from me on either of these paths. Shadow Nemesis has made some choices.
This place looks really spooky. That's
Yeah.
some tortured sacrifice art on the walls here.
Yeah, there it's Ryan, it's like pictures depicting some kind of master or chieftain or
Yep, it's a
Mayor
large,
of the
very
lizard people.
bedecked lizard person, bigger than you've ever seen so far, just
Okay.
smashing people with swords and ripping hearts out and pouring blood on things, all carved into the stone around you.
carved in. Even.
Yeah.
Okay.
Guys, this is pretty hardcore right here.
This is the biggest lizard mayor I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not mad at how I treated Adam back there, but I feel like if we leave Hazel and the other one in his paws, bad things will happen. Should we just wait up for them and just like maybe it's best that we have our eyes on them just in case? We might also need the firepower, as it were.
Yeah. I mean, if Adam has decided that he's evil and he likes killing people and eating them or something, his one good thing to come out of that is murdering and eating people we want him to. So I
Yeah.
vote wait for the bad guy.
Yeah.
All right, I'm good to wait too. I heard Shadow Nemesis. That's what he's calling himself now, by the way.
It's a
Oh.
Adam is
bullshit
dead.
copyright
I am
infringement,
Shadow
by the way.
Nemesis.
Shadow Nemesis. Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah, it sounded like he wanted to make this like his lair or something like that, or like take over the lizard people living here. So
What Adam did?
Shadow nemesis. Yeah. So if this is what he wants.
Happened down there?
If this is what he wants, he might as well earn it. So I figure, yeah, let's wait for him and we can all topple the dark lizard mayor of this place together. We can do our business of finding this reality blade, and then we'll just get out of here and he can stay or he can come with or do whatever he wants.
Okay, well, you know how Adam gets, and that like sometimes he gets his mind super set on something. Maybe since the whole like don't be evil, be a good friend hasn't worked, maybe we should just overindulge him until he gets bored of it.
Talking about like reverse psychology?
Basically, because I mean, he gets bored
for
of
murder
stuff
and cannibalism.
Well, I mean, not like specifically that, but just like, wow, you're so bad and evil. Maybe he'll just get bored of it. I don't know.
I mean, maybe. There are things going on that he's not fully in control of, like Shadow Master, the thing in his head.
Right.
Like that's real. We all connected and talked to it, and it has its hooks in him. It's Ezra told me it's like not possible to separate them.
Well, maybe we just need to have more talks with maybe we just need to have more together talk. We can't do this while we're gonna attack a giant lizard mayor, but
yeah.
Let's just use him as a cannon and point him in the direction we need him right now, guys.
That's I vote yes.
Yeah.
Good call, Shadow Rogue.
Okay. And I'm still going to be mean to him if he mistreats little Hazel.
Okay.
All right.
Hey, Ezra, are you there?
Yeah.
Your voice is different, Ezra. Normally it's
Sorry, it's
there it is.
Time.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I know. You're coming
asleep.
clearer, right? Yeah.
I was up doing a puppet show all day. It's really
I honestly didn't know you did that. That's okay. That's interesting.
So I borrowed your friend Guy and put on a puppet show to show him his whole life so that he might be able to, be more useful to you. I kind of feel bad about all the mistakes I've been making.
How do you know about Guy's life?
Well, I skimmed some of his surface thoughts, and I went with conversations that you had, and then I did a little bit of scrying, and then I just sort of filled in some blanks because I didn't want to leave him with nothing.
Oh, boy. Okay, well, no, I mean, the final product of that was pretty good. He remembered things. He remembers how he remembers that he's Guy and stuff, so that's good.
Are you talking to Ezra? Tell him I say hi.
He says hi. Guy says hi, Ezra.
Well, say hi back, I guess.
He says hi back.
Oh, okay.
He howled like a wolf.
Can I help you with something?
Yeah, I got a question about the reality blade. We're in some sort of like antechamber. Seems like it's right outside large, according to these cave or these wall carvings, a massive lizard conqueror, torturer, butcher. What does the reality blade look like? How will we know it when we see it, or what are we doing here?
I mean, I'm guessing you'll know it if you see it, because these lizard folk are new, so they would have had to have kind of been cobbled together a little bit. I'm going to guess the lore is a little less elaborate than for the Black Knight or the Skinless, so I'm guessing it'll be at the center of the whole thing, and then you just claim it.
And does anything weird happen if we touch it, the way the crown turned me into this, or putting the helmet on put a weird personality in Adam's head?
I'm not entirely sure, but
of course not.
I mean, it'll be more power than problem, just like everything else.
That slogan like gives me a chill of like more power than problem. Our values do not align, Ezra, but I don't say that. I only think it, which I hope he can't read because he's in my head.
Can you roll me I would accept wisdom or intelligence save.
Let's make it a intelligence. I think I'm trying to logic this based on the loose rules that I know of. So that's a total of 16.
Ezra doesn't say anything about that, but that's all you know.
That's not definitive. Right. Okay. Cool. All right. Then after a pause, I turn to the group and I say, so what do you guys want to do to kill some time?
Rock, paper, scissors?
You want me to do a card trick, magic card trick?
Sure, yeah.
Yep. Okay, here we go. Shuffle cards. Okay, pick a card.
Del, can you roll me a sleight of hand?
Yep. Oh, it's bad. It's a 9.
Del gets you to pick a card and then can't find it in the deck, but it does buy you a couple of minutes while Del swears unable to complete her magic.
Fucking thing, stupid. Oh, I'm too nervous to do. Stupid.
You can't find the card?
Just forget it. Forget we even did this. Forget it.
Well, you never told me to put it back in the deck. I'm still holding it. So no, you're not going to find it.
Give me that. Give me.
Okay, here, yeah.
Was this your card?
Yeah, it was.
We'll take an ad break right there. Adam, you've been walking up the ziggurat with surprisingly no problems whatsoever, despite your RoboCop armor, along with your children who you have sworn to evil. Is there anything you would say to them? Anything you would do on the way up, or are you just heading?
I guess maybe we're joined like mid conversation, and I'm like, well, that's a very good question, Jimmy, and it's a lot like eating a Boston cream. And then we just, I don't know, just keep trudging away, just heading up.
I will make note, you are starting to get hungry. The last time you ate brains was last night, and you haven't wasted anyone's time. So you're just starting to get like, you're not hangry yet, but you're on the way. Can you roll me a Constitution save?
Oh no.
Oh man. Well, that's not good. Constitution, total of 5.
Total of 5. You are getting hungry.
Jesus.
Like you are feeling it. By the time you get to the top, you're going to be grumpy. You're going to be so hungry. Around you, you're seeing the same time distortion, space distortion that the rest of the party saw on the path on the way up. And you can see them at the top. You're just making your way up, and you are very, very hungry at this point.
Okay. And I'm walking, I'm getting grumpy. And I'm just like, I bet they probably already went in. I bet they probably already won. They didn't even wait for us.
Well, then we could just take it from them, right? Because we're evil?
Take the reality blade, you mean?
I guess. I was thinking of the ziggurat, but whatever you want. Yeah, Black Knight, you do whatever you want, man.
And I like I'm wearing a helmet, but I like stroke my helmet like I have a beard on my helmet. And be like, okay, you know what? I don't know nothing about the reality blade. So Shadow Nemesis will speak to Shadow Master and be like, Shadow Master.
Yes?
Do you know anything about the reality blade by chance?
I know that it's something that was important to the spider folk.
All right. Yes, but then now the lizard people have it. So when I hear reality blade, I think of, maybe altering reality. Like, have you heard anything? Can you give me any like fun information about it?
I mean, I only rolled an 8, so I mean, it's probably a blade, and yeah, I bet it affects reality. It's important. Otherwise, they wouldn't have given it a whole thing.
Well, that's my thinking. Yeah. See, we just get along. We just click, Shadow Master.
Exactly.
We just click.
We gel. It's like we are one person.
Oh, I feel so bad about that other fight that we had. That was so silly.
It was, but it's made our relationship stronger.
You know what? It did. And sometimes you gotta jump over hurdles in order to win the race, right? If you're running a hurdle race, that is.
Because I'm inside your brain, that makes perfect sense to me.
Right. Exactly. Oh, hey, you know what? I'm gonna ask the Great Wizard Omega Sergeant if he knows anything about the Reality Blade. I'm gonna be like, oh, Great Wizard Omega Sergeant, have you heard anything of the Reality Blade?
I heard some stuff.
Oh, good. Tell me.
Yes, I heard it's a blade and it affects reality, and some people be swinging it around.
Oh, so like does each swing like change reality?
Probably.
Excellent. You deserve a promotion.
Oh my gosh, to what?
Well, I'm trying to make a theme here. So why don't we change you to the Great Wizard Omega Sergeant of Shadows?
Of shadows. Is that an upgrade?
Oh, yes, it is. I think it improves your magical skills.
Oh, it gives me a theme and such.
And I turn to Hazel and be like, and Jimmy, I don't want to leave you out. So we'll call you Shadow Jimmy.
Cool. She's just excited about it because that's who she is. And she looks up at the moon and goes, oh, it's midnight. I'm 18 now.
Just in time to maybe die. That's what that means.
No longer a child.
Your birthday?
Unless you turn into a werewolf.
It's my birthday right now.
Oh, well, happy birthday.
Thanks.
You know, on your birthday, you get a wish. What do you wish for, Shadow Jimmy?
Do I say it out loud or do I have to keep it secret for it to come true?
Well, that only worked with candles, so you can tell me.
I wish for endless power.
For me?
No, for me. And then when I get my OG dad back, then we'll all have endless power and we can be friends forever.
Okay.
And I can punish whoever took him from me. Just like you taught me to punish with violence and kill.
That's a really good thinking there, kid. But we should probably not focus on the past. What if I became your OG dad?
Is that possible?
Yes, it is. If you get me the reality blade, I can be your OG dad.
But I thought you wanted to be all evil and powerful. Doesn't having an OG daughter get in the way of that?
And I put my arms around my children like, kids. If I've learned anything of my years as a father, it's that children make you more powerful. They don't take away, they add to your life. And having you by my side, Shadow Jimmy and the Great Wizard Omega Sergeant of Shadows, has made me, and I start like crying black tears, the happiest, baddest dad that. Oh God, I'm so sorry. I'm just so happy.
Okay, can you roll me a deception? But I'm going to make it a straight deception. You don't get to add your bonus to it, but because it's like you're not, there's been enough evidence that your dad has been murdered that I don't think you get the full thing, but it's not so bad that you would have disadvantage. So I'm like, just a straight D20 for your deception.
Oh, I don't get my +5 deception?
No, you don't. Not for this.
Oh, no.
I'll give you +2. You still got an edge, and I like the tears.
Oh, well, thanks. All right, let's see what happens. 5.
Oh.
And just Shadow Jimmy just looks up at you and says, "You're so funny, and I love you as first dad, but you can't ever replace an OG dad. That's why you're going to look after me until he comes back."
Okay, all right. Well, I love you, kid. I just thought I'd give it a try, but we will wait as long as it takes for your dad to come back.
Awesome.
Good,
and then you reach the top of the tower and you step up. The winds begin to hit you as well. You can see the carvings laid out of the lizard folk chieftain just murdering people left, right, and center.
Ooh,
and you
fun.
come across your 3 friends where Dell is packing up her cards, furious that she couldn't pull off a single card trick.
It was still really impressive, Dell. I was very amused.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, hey, evil, bad Adam, Nemesis Adam. Hi.
Yeah, Shadow Nemesis.
Shadow Nemesis. Yes. Oh,
Hey,
you
Adam.
waited. You waited for the gang. Oh, wow.
We couldn't do it without you, Shadow Nemesis. We need you.
Oh. Well, thank you. That's actually quite nice of you.
Just don't get it twisted. We still are going to be, on guard a little bit, but this is a trust exercise, and we trust you to defend us when we're in need and to kill for us when we need.
May I just remind everybody here that of all the fights we've had, you have all tried to fight me, and I have been the one that has not attacked you at all. So of course you can trust me. Maybe I have trust problems with you. God,
you look next to Shadow Nemesis and do see a squire covered in its own blood and Hazel / Jimmy Nutter also heavily drenched in her own blood. Like Adam is completely fine and untouched. Shadow Nemesis is perfect, but his two henchmen both look like shit.
Am I allowed to, at this point, before we enter, try one last healing spell just to get our party into tip-top shape? I've given Tylenol before, Tylenol, if you will, but I'd like to do one last go, at least for Hazel's sake.
For sure. So is this going to be like an ass contact spell? What's your plan for delivering the possibility of magic?
My demand is
just how are you going to do it? Like
right. So I am going to. I've had to go into meditative state, so I'm at one with channeling Ezra. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to plank my butt down on the ground, cross-legged, and I'm just going to ask for silence, everybody. Before I've been too needy with Ezra, and so I have to tone it down a bit and be a little bit more subdued and a little bit more respectful.
I will say, as Shadow Rogue asks for quiet, you do all hear the howling of winds, thunder in the distance, tribal drums, and pteranodons going like, ah, in the distance, but you three can be quiet.
Precious Ezra, all of us here in the party need you in our time of need. So come on, baby, let's give it a shot. Throw all that love you have and heal our wounds, especially for the young one who's a little girl, I think. Okay, here goes. Let's give it a shot. And then I put my hands together and I rub them, hoping that an aura will emanate from it and spread, keep on building and building. And as it spreads, I hope this sphere-like aura just basically touches everybody. And
great. Can you roll me a religion check?
All right. I knew it. Okay, here goes. That's a 4.
You clap your hands, and can you roll me a dex save?
Sorry, tell me what that is again.
Dexterity save. So if you're looking at your character sheet, you'll see there's the saving throws. What's your dex save?
Okay, that is dex save. That's a +2. So I roll it again. Oh, okay. So just so I'm clear, because I'm always very bad at this. So I roll another D20 and then I add my dexterity onto that, please.
Yes, you should have you should have the dex.
Nice. That's a 17.
17. You pray and you clap your hands together and you raise them up and you lean forwards trying to summon that sphere, and a lightning strike just goes right past where you leaned forwards, just behind you, and strikes the ziggurat, but you are uninjured.
Fucking metal.
Stupid?
Yeah. This wasn't a healing spell at all. Be wary, Adam. Should you cross my path, Ezra will strike you down. Yeah.
Just throw my hands up.
That's right. Because I'm actually really good at healing, but you know what? I'm just going to give Hazel and the little one some more Tylenol.
Can I also have some Tylenol?
How are you feeling?
Give him the Tylenol.
Please,
If I did-
Shadow Rogue.
If I give myself a
Voice.
number between 1 and 11, I'd say.
No, don't do that.
Okay, here, take the Tylenol.
Nom, 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 nom.
You get +1.
Just like eat it out of his hands.
Well, no, because then I would take damage. He drops it, and I think, nom, 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 nom.
I drop it on the shelf of my butt, and he has to pluck it off.
Shelf of your butt.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Like a
Oh
vacuum.
my God, you guys are so weird.
Settles into one of his dimples. Yeah.
All right, the party is back together. I'm assuming you are all going to enter the temple, not wanting to draw any more attention from either the storm or the surrounding lizard folk on the ziggurat. What is your marching order for entering into the dark space?
Well, Shadow Nemesis, you wanna lead your band of bad guys. Want to take the charge?
Now, just hold on 1 second. We can't just run in and attack this giant like lizard dinosaur man. I think we
No?
need to play this a little smarter. Shadow Jimmy here. She's a great archer, as we saw. So I think that she sticks back near the portal and kind of just shoots arrows at this thing to try to weaken it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why do I make these names so long? The Great Wizard Omega Sergeant of Shadows here. You stay hidden and you cast a protection spell on Shadow Jimmy. And then why don't I stay back here and monitor them, and you guys go in and take the lead, and then I'll attack from behind.
With what?
With this, and I show my bag of holding.
That's
with
a bag.
Yeah, it just looks like a brown drawstring bag. It's about the size of a wine flask. It's not very big.
Okay. But this is a magic bag. Shadow Rogue, come here for a second.
Okay.
Okay, hold your breath.
What?
And I put the bag on his head.
Before we play this out completely, Guy, can you check your character sheet? I don't know if you have to breathe.
All right, but I don't remember that.
That's fine.
I don't think I know that.
I don't
Yeah, okay. All right, so I put the bag over his head.
The muffled realization that everything is fine.
And then I pull the bag off. Like, huh? Tell them what you saw, because they won't believe me.
You saw a black
bag?
void of nothing.
Yeah, it was an infinite black void. But I feel like if you went deep enough, hell, you're gonna find it.
Yeah, so my
You have a hell bag?
look, my thinking is you
have a
guys
bag
attack
for
him.
hell?
I put the bag over this guy's head, and he's done.
Well, he's clearly not done. Guy's fine. You put the bag on his head.
Well,
Also,
but then I hold
Did you
it
put
'cause-
the bag on his head with the intention of killing him?
What, the main bad guy? Yeah.
But our friend as well?
No, just to see, just so he could see inside. If I told you what was inside, you probably would have been like, oh, evil Adam, former Adam, he's just lying to us. So I had somebody that you trust, quote unquote, to tell you what's inside.
When you're doing an impression of us, when your head goes this way, oh, is that me or Dell? Or am I over on this side?
Well, that's
when
for
you do
sure
that?
you, because you have a
Okay.
big head now with your antlers.
Oh, that hurts.
Damn.
Oh, okay.
Well, I don't know. Look,
All right.
your head kind of tips.
Okay, boys,
I'm going
boys,
first.
boys,
Fuck it.
stop.
I'm going.
The
I'm
left
going.
one is a little bigger. That's why your head tips.
Shut up. I'm leaving. I gotta get away. I
What
gotta
did I say?
start this
What
fight.
did I say?
Okay, so Tyler is walking into the darkness. Dell and Shadow Rogue, what are you doing? Because we know Adam's planning on staying behind with minions.
Well, Dell was going to say something. So what's up, Dell?
No, it's fine. I just okay. Yeah. I don't know what the plan is, but sounds good. Shadow Nemesis, stay back. Thanks for helping. However, you're gonna help, and
I'm going to put the
Shadow
bag
Rogue
on his
coming.
head, and then you all stab him. But if I walk in and show the bag, he's going to be like, I'm going to watch for that bag.
all right, we're trusting you, Shadow Nemesis, to watch our backs. Okay.
Mhm. Yeah.
I have yet to do anything to betray wet change.
Ready, Shadow Rogue?
Yeah. Let's do it. We got the
right.
bag
You
back
gotta-
there.
You can't let Tyler be there by himself. Okay, we're going in.
Tyler, you've started to advance alone while they have that conversation behind you. You step into the darkness. It is very dark and very black. What are you doing as you go down this hallway?
I'm casting Disguise Self, and I'm gonna look like a lizard person.
Hey.
Excellent. Now, when you say a lizard person, are you aiming for the tinier Ryan-sized lizard person or the larger bow-wielding lizard people?
Whichever one matches my dimensions closer. I think that's the larger one.
Yeah, the larger ones are taller. They're a little broader than you. They're
Sure.
bodybuilder
That's a
scale,
given, yeah.
but they're the same, about the same height as you, so that would check
Okay.
out.
Yeah. I'll pretend to be Axe Guy, specifically that guy that we saw out there with the battle axe.
Nice.
Just
Cool,
drawn
yeah.
on memory to be like, okay, I'm going to look like that guy.
Can you roll me an intelligence check, or I would accept an Arcana?
Arcana. So, oh, wow, +5. Jesus, I have I do not leverage that skill very often. That's a 17.
You look exactly like that lizard. You're crushing it. You blend in no problem. So you start walking into the darkness around you. And as you continue, it grows darker and darker. Do you have dark vision or anything like that? I just want to...
I do have dark vision now in my horrifying new nightmare body.
Yep. So you are walking down. This is a pathway that's nearly 20 feet wide and 10 feet tall. And on either side are elaborate carvings, again, of this lizard folk chieftain just doing Indiana Jones in the Temple of Doom style creepy sacrifices. And then it opens up into a larger chamber. You begin to see some fire, some red, some yellows in the distance. You can see the entrance to this chamber. Can you roll me a perception?
Yeah. Perception is a low roll with a decent modifier for a total of 8.
8. You don't hear anything from within this upcoming chamber other than the flames flickering.
Okay. So it's quite quiet then if I'm just hearing the flame kind of crackling and flickering in the
yes,
sound of
you've
air
walked
moving through the
nearly 100 feet from the entrance to where you are. This is a long tunnel, impossibly long from what you had seen outside, but with what you see with the ziggurat, that's not surprising.
Okay. Since I'm the first one here and I've given myself a disguise, I'd like to explore the space and make sure it's safe for everyone else to come through. If I can give it kind of a once around, do a quick lap if it's possible.
Great. So you walk forwards into the lit room. Yeah. Around you is a massive chamber. It's lit by hanging braziers throughout. And as you look around, you see pedestals, daises. Everywhere is littered with broken swords and broken shields. You can see broken axes, just broken melee weapons, all dented, all broken in half, shattered to pieces. They are just stacked wall to wall in this room. It's a dragon's hoard worth of broken weaponry. At the other end of the hall, you can see a large double door, stone and metal wrought together, almost intertwined magically, or I guess you would see it as like very, very well machined coming from our realm and not starting with magic immediately. They stand 20 feet tall and 20 feet wide. Each of these doors is 10 feet wide. It is shut, and on them are the light of the moon, severed hearts, dripping blood, and then the same lizard folk chieftain that you've seen everywhere else. This chamber is about 150 feet by 100 feet.
Hey, Ezra, do you see this, or can you only hear stuff? I can't remember.
Let me see if I can get this working. And your eyes start to itch. And Ezra goes, yeah, I can see what you're seeing if you want me to.
That sucks. This door, is it anything like the last door we had to open? You know, a hell door, a demon door? It's big and very imposing, but I'm afraid to touch it.
I need to get closer to be totally sure.
Well, all right. Well, give me a second, and I'll like jog over there.
Great. You cross the space and take a look at the door. Can you roll me an Arcana?
Yeah.
With advantage, because Ezra is also here.
Thank you. Whoa, that's much better with the advantage. 17 plus 5 for what is that? 22?
Yep. With a 22, you reach out with your senses. You can also feel Ezra's senses as you look over the doors, raising hands, kind of feeling around them. You're not feeling a magical field on these anywhere. Ezra says, I think these are just doors meant to be impressive.
Oh, well, okay. Mission accomplished. And I'm going to turn around to see if at the other end of the chamber my friends have arrived yet.
Dell and Guy, you both start walking down, or Shadow Rogue, sorry. We've got a lot of shadow names right now, so it's kind of melting my brain. You both walk down a very large chamber. I believe, Shadow Rogue, you have dark vision? It says on your sheet if you could see in the dark.
Yeah, I'm trying to see that. It says I don't eat, drink, or breathe. I don't see anything about... I don't see anything about vision.
All right, it goes pitch black. You can't see anything as you walk into this encroaching tunnel. Is there anything you do to rectify that, or do you just keep walking?
No, pulling out my phone.
And I have a lighter, so I'm going to also try to be helpful because I haven't used this in a long time.
Great. Your lighters and your phones come out. You can see the same creepy historical carvings around you. Impossibly old, even though you know they appeared here yesterday. And you make your way down the tunnel, stepping into a lit room with flames. It's got all the ruined weapons. Everything is there. And as you step forwards, You see a lizard folk turn and look at you.
Oh, I'm
Can you both roll me a perception? And Tyler, can you roll me a performance? And we'll take an ad break right here. Alrighty, let's get those perceptions and performances so we can make sure that everybody knows Tyler is not a lizard folk.
Yep.
My
With a
perception-
modifier. Oh, go ahead, Del.
a perception of 8.
Okay.
Perception 17.
Nice. With a modifier of 0, my performance is 19.
19. Okay. You
Lucky.
managed to save the day between Tyler unmistakably acting like Tyler because he was not playing the part of a lizard folk to no lizard folks.
Yeah.
Tyler, you turn around. They realize it's you. What do you guys say?
Hey, guys. Just fully just like
Wow.
schmo lizard guy. Just, hey.
Oh, you scared
Cool.
the poop out of me. Not literally, but
Oh,
Yeah.
good.
how you doing?
Doing okay. Check this place for like guards and stuff. It's empty. It's just a giant, I don't know, weapon graveyard. Nothing
Okay.
really reality blade-ish here. If it is here, it's busted, which is probably super bad news for us.
Mhm.
Ezra told me it would be like at the center, at the core of all of this. So I'm assuming behind these very imposing doors, which are not magic, by the way. We can just open these.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Hey, so Tyler, I'm wondering.
Yeah.
There might be a big bad behind these doors.
I'm assuming so, yeah.
What if, and this is just me spitballing here,
Let's hear it.
you take us as your prisoners, and something, a plan happens, and we somehow sneak surprise.
Yeah, I mean, you guys could pretend to be tied up. The only thing is, I'm assuming someone's going to speak to me in lizard mode, and I don't know how to say anything.
Does Ezra know any lizard talk? Could he like feed you anything through your crown?
Well, I know the squire, I think, does. I within the lore of this game, I'm convinced that he does. I remember that, but I can't remember if he factually does. I think the squire knows lizard speak, but yeah, I'll ask Ezra. It'll be easier to have the translator like in my head. Ezra, do
Right.
you understand the language of lizard people?
I might be able to if I heard enough of it, but not off the top of my head.
Okay.
He can't do it, can he?
No, yeah, sorry for my dejected response.
Okay.
I didn't clearly convey that. Yes, he says
What-
he can't.
What if
Adam, you've been standing outside for a while. They've disappeared into the darkness. Do you have dark vision?
I do.
Does it note how far you can see?
60 feet in dim light, as though it's day. In full darkness, you can see 60 feet, as though they are dimly lit, but only in black and white.
They have actually left your ability to see into the darkness now. You're waiting outside, and they've all just walked so far it's black.
All right, okay. I'll be like, on me, children, and I'll like carefully like stealth my way. Oh yeah, I can walk on walls. So I'm gonna like go on the ceiling, and I'm gonna like weird, creepy kind of like scuttle my way on the ceiling as my children follow me.
Okay, so you're trying to be sneaky, so let's see how sneaky they are. The squire falls and breaks the feather that you had put on the squire's helm
Breaks the feather.
and just starts crying.
He's
Just
not a great wizard anymore.
I'm not a
Oh.
wizard. I ruined it. I'm so sorry, Dad.
I jump down from my cool spider scuttle, and I'm just like, it's okay, kid. Let me tell you a secret. You know this feather?
Yeah.
It didn't mean anything. The real magic comes from here. And I touch his heart.
Can you roll me a persuasion?
this is a Space Jam thing? This is totally
This is Michael Jordan stuff. Yeah.
yeah.
Persuasion. I can never find that. Okay, so total of 9.
The squire's like,
That's not how magic works. The feather made me magic.
and Hazel next to you is like, yeah, I mean, this is all great and everything, but like, if the feather was the magic, it's not in his heart. He didn't have that before.
Well, it's a good thing your bad old dad here has another magical item for you.
Yeah, what?
How would you like to be able to take an image and instantly duplicate it?
Is that magic?
It sure is. And I hand him my my Polaroid camera. You can do this 15 times.
Ooh. And he takes a picture of you. Let's see how good it is. Well, he tries to take a picture of you, but accidentally just photographs the ceiling.
See?
It's just a black box on a sticky paper.
Yeah, but now there's two black boxes, the one we're in and the one on the paper.
Oh my god, I trapped our souls. Ooh.
Just think of
No
it.
one can escape my sticky box.
If you take a picture of the main bad guy, you'll be in charge of his soul.
Don't like that.
Yes, I'm gonna do that.
Adam, can you roll me a wisdom save?
Oh, I rolled a 1.
This plan is absolutely genius.
Yeah.
The squire loves it. Even Jimmy's like, oh, that's pretty good. All right, yeah, we'll trap his soul. We'll do it together. We got your back, Dad.
Great, but it doesn't work on me. You can't have my soul. It only works on other people's souls.
Okay.
Yeah,
Whatever
good.
you say.
Yeah, and it doesn't work on your sister or you.
What?
So
Why would
I'm just saying, don't take a picture of yourself and think you stole your soul. It doesn't work. It works on other people.
Okay,
Good.
I guess.
Now back to my scuttling, and I get on the ceiling and I kind of like scuttle my way.
And the squire and Hazel are both reasonably sneaky behind you. However, because you had this aside, you will not arrive in time to contribute to the plan. The other three of you are still talking.
So I was thinking, what if we get the squire and you wear him like a backpack and he just whispers in your little lizard ear or does like a little tap, tap, tap to, like 2 for affirmative, 1 for negative. I don't know, spitballing, but I don't know if they're coming in time.
Maybe the lizard mayor, the biggest lizard in town, doesn't speak English, right? Maybe the squire can just freely talk and just translate for us.
Oh, okay. Yeah. We just use him as another prisoner?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That works.
But there's still the other thing of like, how do I sound like a lizard? We'll know what the big guy's saying, but I still won't know what to say. It'll have to come from little guy.
Yeah, I'm not here to like shit on anyone's ideas. Everyone's ideas are great and important.
Like there's a big butt coming.
Mm-hmm.
And the squires, they're just. I tried the whole talk to the lizard people thing, and then we got more shot at. I don't think talking is gonna work here.
No words at all.
Any other plans?
Physical communication.
Just
maybe you could just do charades. Lizard charades.
We're professional comedians. The art of physical comedy transcends all creeds and languages. Yeah. Okay.
Just
you never had to say anything.
Just indicate to the guy that your voice box is fucked or something. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure there's mute lizards, right?
Yeah. Okay.
This is a great plan.
Okay. Speaking of physical comedy and just object work, both of you show me your tied up pose. Let's see those hands behind your backs. Let's see you struggling.
Behind the back. Oh, okay.
Yeah, because then we don't have rope. Yeah, here we go. Behind the back hands.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm
Guy,
constantly trying to get out.
You're doing fantastic. Idel, I need more from you. I'm sorry. Like this is
no,
not...
my hands are literally behind my back. It's just it is.
Like, where's the desperation, the hopelessness of being caught and led before the guy who, on the wall, in case you haven't noticed, will pull your heart out of your chest.
As soon as I see that guy, I promise you, the real terror will kick in. I'm sure that'll happen. I'm not
okay. Don't let it supersede the performance. We need those hands back there so that you can be ready to fight and stuff like that. You guys want to hold your weapons behind you as well, as long as you can conceal them?
They're all kind of big.
I don't really have a lot to hide my stuff.
Let's not risk it. Let's wait for the back line to show up. We've got our plan. We're in great shape. In the meantime, let's keep practicing our struggling. You guys both pretend to be captured, and I'll just stand here and watch. I'll just stand here and observe.
These menacing lizards.
Yeah, I'll turn my back to the hall behind us and watch you guys up against the door struggling, and I'll just supervise that.
Del and Guy, can you both roll me a performance?
It's a 7.
It's a 6.
Yeah, so captured. We're captured.
And meanwhile, I've just started doing different object work. Like I'm doing laundry. Like,
No, Guy, no, you're captured.
Adam,
Guy, it's not a clothesline.
Shadow Nemesis, you enter to see a lizard folk menacing your friends with weapons while Del stands petulantly and Shadow Rogue tries to distract the creature with poorly executed mime. It's up to you to save your friends from their evil captor. Okay. What do you do?
All right. Well, I'm still kind of scuttling, like, and then I see them because it's well lit. And like, hold on, kids. I think Del and Shadow Rogue have been kidnapped. Okay, Shadow Jimmy, why don't you just why don't you take a shot and just try to take out that lizard in one shot?
Okay, Dad. And she fires up her bow and extends it and takes a shot. She misses. It goes about 8 feet and then slams into a pile of swords. Does nothing. Tyler, can you roll me a perception?
Perception. 17.
17. You don't hear anything. It was so far away.
Okay. No, Guy, you had it right the first time. You're doing too much. This is so much. You have my full attention now. It's too distracting. All I can think about and look at and hear is how you're doing this crazy object work.
look at me do dishes, though.
That's really good, Guy, but I need you to pretend to be captured.
Adam, can you roll me a wisdom save?
Wisdom save. Oh, total of 4.
From a distance, you just hear this lizard folk criticizing Shadow Rogue's object work, which you assume is part of the distraction Shadow Rogue is trying to do so you can save him. What do you do?
Okay, so with that roll, I can't put 2 and 2 together. That
Nope, not at all. That roll sucked.
Dice only harm us.
Okay, all right. I'm just like, okay, Shadow Jimmy, that was a good first try. Now, and I kind of like tilt her a little bit to like correct where I think the arrow would go. It's like, okay, now give it a shot.
Okay.
Just breathe. Be one with the arrow and just send all that murder right into that lizard man.
And she draws back that bow as powerful as she can right beside you. And she lets go, and the string just slaps you right in the face. And you take 4 points.
Holy shit.
Oh my God. 4?
4 points of damage. It slams through your helmet, which cuts into the side of your face and blasts you in one eye so you can't even see out of it.
Ah! I scream. Like, ah!
And you start screaming.
Do we
The rest of you hear Adam screaming.
What the
Oh
hell
my God,
was that?
Adam! I'm gonna start running towards yelling at.
I'm gonna run towards him too and see if he's okay.
Mm-hmm. I was fake shaving, but now I'm going to do. Yeah. What's he done this time?
They run towards you, Adam, and you realize this isn't even an enemy. Tyler is disguised as a lizard folk.
I thought you were a lizard man. We were trying to take you out.
Well, that's the point.
What?
But also, I'm glad you didn't. Are you okay?
No, I think I'm missing an eye. That bowstring.
What happened to you? Were you attacked in the darkness?
He got real close to me while I was using the bow, but do you know what? I think he looks fetching.
Hazel.
My eyes blaze red, and I'm so mad that like smoke actually starts to kind of come out of like the
grill of the helmet.
the grill of my helmet and the eye sockets and stuff.
Shadow Nemesis, save this energy. Save this energy.
Yeah, directed at the big guy.
Yeah, bad. We gotta fight a lizard with it.
And under a normal circumstance, I think Shadow Nemesis would absolutely be able to contain this energy. But Shadow Nemesis is pretty hangry. And Shadow Nemesis is looking at the person who hurt Shadow Nemesis. And Shadow Nemesis is a bad, bad man. So I think it's time for a very, very important wisdom save. And that's where we'll end that episode.
Oh, Jesus.
That's the end of this episode, listener, but next week you could become a watcher and affect the Jesters' adventures by joining our Twitch stream, which happens every Wednesday night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. That's Toronto time. If you join our Twitch chat, you can give the cast magical items, name NPCs, and decide the events that shape Ravenloft. So, catch up on the story, follow Dum Dum Dice on Twitch, and join our weekly stream right away. Jesters of Ravenloft features the voices of players Tyler Hewitt, Del Borovic, Guy Bradford, and Adam McNamara, alongside Dungeon Master Ryan LaPlante. This episode was edited and mixed by Laura Hamstra, and Jesters of Ravenloft's artwork was created by Del Borovic at delborovic.com. That's DELBOROVIC. Our theme song is Midnight Creeping by Jonathan Shaw at jshaw.co.uk, and our ad breaks use the tracks No Control and Chiefs by Jazzar, JAHZZAR, whose music is available at freemusicarchive.org. For all things Dum-Dums and Dice, including merchandise and how to join our Patreon, you can visit dumdumdice.com or find us on social media at dumdumdice. That's DUMBDUMBDICE. Now get out of here before the mist gets you too!
Dum-Dums and Dice has to give a special thank you to the supreme beings of our Patreon at this time. Christopher Little, Sue One, George Dolby, Richard Cranium, Gavin and Abby McDonald, Logan, Fire Unfriendly, Grandma Likes D&D, Alan, Stabby Stranger, Glitch Trick, Flynn1138, Alarain Okapi, Schrodinger's Pepper, Guy Edwards, Madre de Gatos, Lady Maiden, Nithrian, Garbo Ape, Locke, Sam Schaefer, Waffle Marine, Dagger Rain, Rob L, Dia De Los Hoodless, Diovassis, Loki Burrito, Squishy Werewolf, Remy, Funky Head, Nomad, the Wise Paladin of the Badlands, Accent Therapeutic Services in Florence, Kentucky, Lael, and Jill and Noel LaPlante. If you want your name to be added to this list, you can join our Patreon too at patreon.com/dumdumdice. Thanks to them, and a little bit of thanks to you.